All right, finalists, settle in. This is it. Your final briefing before you walk onto that championship stage. Everything you've worked for, all the practice, it all comes down to this moment. So I need you to listen up, because what we're about to cover, well, this is your blueprint for victory.
You know, this isn't just some other public speaking contest. This is a showcase. The judges are looking for excellence in your craft, they're looking for the discipline in your delivery, and most of all, they want to see the growth that got you into this room. Everything you do on that stage should scream these three values.
Okay, let's get into it. And I want you to think of these rules less as restrictions and more as your game plan. See, when you know the structure inside and out, it frees your mind up to focus on what really matters, your performance. So let's get you ready. So here are the basics, the nuts and bolts. You get one shot, one speech. That's it. The sweet spot for that speech is somewhere between 2 and 4 minutes long. The speaking order, it's already been set by a random draw, so you got to be ready when your name is called. And listen, the second the MC gives you that stage, you're on. The clock is ticking.
Now, let's talk about maybe the most critical technical piece of this whole thing. Time. Every single second you're up there counts. I've seen absolutely brilliant speeches fall apart because of poor clock management. We're not going to let that happen to you.
These lights are going to be your best friends on stage. At the 2-minute mark, boom, you'll see a green light. That tells you you're officially in the scoring zone. At 3 minutes, you'll get the yellow light. That's your signal to start bringing it home, wrap up your conclusion. And at 4 minutes, the red light comes on. That's your cue, time to stop. But you do have a little bit of a buffer. The red light hits at 4 minutes, but the penalty doesn't actually kick in until 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, this is not an invitation to keep talking. Think of it as a safety net. Your goal should be to finish before you even need to worry about it.
And this number right here, this is exactly why you need to be so disciplined with your time. If you speak for less than 2 minutes, or if you go a second over 4 minutes and 30 seconds, you're going to get a 5-point deduction from your total score. And in a competition this tight, let me tell you, a 5-point penalty is basically a knockout blow. Don't let it happen.
So mastering that clock, avoiding that penalty, that's how you stay in the game. That's how you keep from losing. But now, let's talk about how you win. The topics for this championship are wide open. You can talk about anything. And that means the single most powerful tool in your arsenal is you. Your personal story isn't just a piece of the speech. It is the winning ingredient.
Let me be completely 100% crystal clear on this. Your speech has to be yours, your words, your thoughts, your work. The judges came here to listen to you, not some recycled version of someone else. Originality is everything. It is absolutely non-negotiable.
Now, this is so important. What do we even mean by personal story? A weak story is just throwing in a line like, "And then I learned a lesson." A strong story, that puts us right there in the moment with you. Give us the context. Describe the actual experience. And here's the key. Show us what you learned or how you grew from it. That's where the big points are.
And speaking of originality, let's talk about the elephant in the room, AI. Can you use it to bounce ideas around or research a topic? Sure, that's fine. But the second it starts writing sentences for you, you've crossed a line. The final speech has to be in your voice. So ask yourself this, is AI your partner or is it your ghostwriter? Make sure it's the first one.
Okay, let's move on to the actual on-stage logistics. How you carry yourself, how you manage your materials. It's just as important as the words coming out of your mouth. This is all about your professional presence.
This one couldn't be simpler. There's no projector, no clicker, no slides. It's just you, your voice, and the story you're telling. Your words have to be the visuals.
So, while slides are out, physical props are okay. But here's the catch. They are 100% your responsibility. You bring them, you handle them, and if you have some trouble with them on stage, well, there are no do-overs. The committee might help you place something heavy beforehand, but that's it. So if you're going to use a prop, you better have practiced with it until it's like an extension of your own hand.
Your look needs to match the moment. The dress code is formal. We're talking suits, we're talking dresses, we're talking professional. Present yourself like the champion you want to become. Look the part.
All right, now for the question that's probably on everyone's mind. How are the winners actually picked? We want you to know exactly how this works, so let's pull back the curtain on the judging and the whole selection process.
The number of trophies we hand out is tied directly to how many of you are competing. This table lays it out plain and simple. If there are 15 or fewer contestants, we're awarding the top 3. If we have a bigger group, more people get recognized. It's a system that scales with the competition.
And when we announce the results, this is the order you're going to hear them in. We'll start with the runners-up and build our way up to the big one, the champion. So, depending on the final count of contestants, we'll announce the right number of winners from this very list.
And that's it. The rules are covered, the logistics are clear. The only thing left now is you. Everything you've done has led you right here to this point. This is your moment. That stage is waiting for you to claim it.
If you walk out of here and forget everything else I said, please remember this. Speak your truth. That's authenticity. Make sure your message lands. That's clarity. And deliver it like you believe every single word. That's conviction. That is the heart and soul of a championship speech.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last question to chew on between now and when you step into that spotlight. You have the stage, you have the skill, you have the opportunity. So, what story will you tell? Go make it unforgettable.